Hi crafty friends, it's Rachel here from scrapeahappy here on YouTube. I also go by the same name, scrapeahappy, on Instagram. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Let's Get Crafty. This is another video of part of my Spring 2021 series where I'm making 3D projects, handmade embellishments to fill up a handmade DIY paper Raskog cart to share with a crafty friend here on YouTube. So today's project video is all the handmade embellishments that I was able to create throughout the process of using stamped images, rosettes, die cuts from my Cricut, punched bows from scraps of paper, and I was able to put these all into a pretty set. Now this container that I have it in and organized in is actually I think, was it cookies? It's some sort of food container or crackers, something along those lines, maybe chocolates that was stored in. And this just works perfectly to store all these pretty handmade embellishments while you're throwing them in there. Now I was able to make quite a few, and all the containers that I'm going to have them put them in are going to be pretty chock full. So I'm just going to move it to the side. Okay, so I'm going to do a little something a bit different and try a voiceover here. So I'm just sharing all the handmade embellishments now that I have made with the stamps and all the cuts that I've cut out with scraps. So I am using a combination of Hello Bluebird stamps and other gnome stamps in my stash. That is, I believe, a Headley it's called. These are all colored with Ohuhu markers. I have a video link in my series where I show you the process of how to get these custom stamped images to match your paper collection perfectly. So some of these heart embellishments are pop dotted and others are just flat. I really do like that yellow gnome and the pink rosette and the little girl blowing kisses. This just gets me so upbeat and completely ready for spring. The toadstool is cut with my Cricut. This is again one of those hearts that is pop dotted, and the glitter heart was a sticker that came from the collection. The gnome houses were just colored. They're not anything too fancy, just fussy cut. And then this gnome again with the orange flower that is from the collection itself. And then these gnomes colored in green. It was St. Patrick's Day around the time I was coloring these, so I must have had a green fun vibe to them because so many of them are colored green now looking in hindsight. Another gnome house colored with some fun colors from the collection. And I was thinking that these embellishments are going to be able to be used in the traveler's notebook. The recipient will be able to use them for cards. They can turn them into any paper clips, anything that they want to decorate, since I know that they are a gnome lover as well. This little girl stamp, I would have to say, is one of my favorites. Christian and I have named her Matilda. The Hello Bluebird ones are definitely my favorite because they're gnomes that have eyes, as well as the Heffley stamp set that also has eyes. My kids like the gnomes with eyes better than the gnomes without eyes. So I think I'm falling into that camp as well also. So you can see when you go through this process of making your own handmade embellishments, you're using every single piece of scrap paper that you have left to make your projects. These bows were made with scraps, and you can just see there's a whole bunch of different ones all in there ready to go and use in paper project. Wow, isn't it amazing how well we can use our stash and all these embellishments that I made? Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.